Hi everyone, it's the 4th of July and US markets are closed today, so it will be a slow day. And we had a really nice push after the break and back test of the black resistance. Now we just got another back test right here together with the green support, right? This is a double support zone and it already bounced. So as long as this green support together with this one, as long as this double support holds, there is a really good probability that we're going to get to that 63.45 and touch that blue potential resistance from the high of December and January. So that is a potential resistance if and when it gets there. SPX also, you can see here that red resistance is broken. And we already got a back test here after the breakout, very small back test. And this is going to be the second one. It's a little bit further down than ES. And clearly the red broken. So I'm going to put this also in black. And yeah, the back test on that black one together with the red would be a nice level to buy into that dip. Similarly, if we look at the green one, it's also the same. So I'm going to put this in green. I'm doing it on the go. So green, red, and black. You can see here, that's kind of a triple support zone, and I don't think SPX is going to drop below that one. Dow Jones is now testing the green bottom band. The green top band is here, bottom band. So I'm going to put the green, that's that one right there. And we have the green top band there. And we have the green bottom band here. So it's not tested yet, but you can see it is so beautiful, this green uptrend. And if it touches the green bottom band, which I think it will eventually, then it pushes beyond that blue major resistance, 1, 2, 3, and it keeps on rallying all the way to 46 as long as this green uptrend holds, okay? And Dow Jones cash is the same. Green bottom band is coming our way. And following that one, we will probably see the break of this. I'm going to put this one in blue too. So we are talking about the same thing. That blue resistance should be taken out. Then it would get to a new all-time high. So this green bottom band is quite important for this leg of the rally. Nasdaq futures had broken out of the golden triangle, which I posted this is a buy signal. We rallied quite a few hundred points. Now, is the red bottom band going to hold when it gets there? That is the big question. So the red top band is this, right? So I'm going to put it right there. Okay, and the red bottom band is this. So if it touches the red bottom band, it keeps on pushing towards 23,000. And obviously, the blue major resistance was broken and backtested, which is why this market is up for something spectacular still. And Nasdaq cash, also blue resistance was broken. The green bottom band, the red. So I told you the red bull flag formation. And as soon as it was broken yesterday, it smashed through and it got basically, I think this is also the NFP numbers announcement, like numbers release. That's why it is pulling back to the breakout level now. And the breakout level is going to be 22,670, right? And of course, we have this green uptrend that is still perfect. And I believe that we touch the red plus green at 22,670, maybe 650, 640. This is where it started. Rally and then rally off that green bottom band. That would be very, very nice to buy into. And Russell rallied, smashed through this green resistance. It is this purple top band that is now our guidance. And then, of course, if it can push through that purple top band, it will get to the very top band of the purple. So you can see 2 touches here, 2 touches there. The third touch may pull back, and then if it breaks, then we're going to get to 2400. I'm still holding the long, and there is no reason to to close such a position at the moment, especially like now. If it starts to pull back, right, this red bottom band is going to be the next potential support. If it touches this, then it rallies to 2300 plus. So that's why we're still holding it. This is FTSE. It broke out of the red bull flag and back tested it, and now the blue top band is going to be the next target. It is trying to break this resistance zone, that horizontal one. Ultimately, it should get to 29,030 or something. And DAX is a little bit tongue in the cheek, very, very hard to read this green one. I'm just making up lines now. Okay, so the green one that I showed was this one. Okay, so and the top band was this, and the internal resistance is this. This one, okay, is it the next one that to push it higher, because then the green internal resistance is still validity, has still validity, left a gap down. Okay, and that's why we may still see a push to that golden resistance and break it. On the other hand, we still have this gap and that gap, which kind of worries me, but all these indices have gaps everywhere. Even ES has gaps, so there is no filling, like there is no must to fill those gaps. TLT is slightly like red today, as you can see. The golden top band was my target, but it's not getting there. That was the potential target. Now, the golden bottom band, right? If it is the top band here, the two touches and it starts to pull back, the golden bottom band should hold to start the rally. I mean, to basically resume the rally, to get to the green resistance and maybe even break it eventually, right? This golden one is a potential uptrend. If it touches the golden bottom band and rallies, then it becomes a confirmed one. This is the 30-year Treasury notes. Still has massive upside if it can break this green giant resistance there that already has 5 touches. So this is oil. This green support, short-term, 4-hourly chart. Okay, this golden resistance was broken, that zone, but it was, of course, as I said, I think it was a news-induced rally, came down, the blue bull flag is forming, and of course, if it can break out, oil is going to start a big recovery. Okay, this is a 4-hourly chart. I'm going to remind you the daily chart that here, this golden support held, right? This is the small bull flag, the blue bull flag, and obviously this zone is extremely important. That 75, 78, somewhere there, if it can break out. But we're not there yet, not at all. So I'm just going to focus on this blue bull flag and 2 touches on both sides. If it can break out, I think oil may, and I think oil will start to recover. Brent oil is, this is the long-term downtrend, the red downtrend. Obviously, they're also very, very nicely formed. It's doing this now, the Brent oil. It's kind of like going sideways. There is no bull flag, there is no bear flag. So I'm just going to skip this one. Gold, again, as I said, it could get to the purple, as I said yesterday, could get to the purple and then come, or it may come down, get to the purple, maybe pull back one more time, and then break out. Either way, if it gets to this green bottom band, we should be a major buyer at 3,200. Gold continuous futures is the same. This is the one, and I think eventually we're going to test this green bottom band together with the red, and then we'll see a big rally. But of course, it's very hard to say when and if. But yeah, this level just below, like maybe even 31.75 on the futures, that would be a really amazing buying opportunity if it gets there. Silver is pushing. Now the purple bull flag was broken. The blue resistance is still holding. So if it can push beyond, well, let's say 37.15, then this blue potential bear flag would be invalidated, and we should see a push towards 39.50. You can see this green support held perfectly right there, and the purple bull flag is broken. Now the blue one needs to break. Silver continuous futures is the same. You can see here, yesterday it pushed on. Is it going to test the golden and then maybe completely ignore it? We don't know that yet. But either way, this golden top band needs to be broken as soon as possible for the rally to continue. Platinum is still above this golden support. It is still above it, which is why it is still looking extremely bullish. And of course, if it rallies a little bit that more and then consolidates to the green red bottom band, and if it holds, we rally to 1600, 1650. That is my ultimate target, and which is also the purple top band, which may stall there, and then it may start a really big downwards move. Just saying it, okay? This is just an idea, but it could trigger a massive sell-off from there. Like it's going to take years because it rallied from a 1,000 to 1,400 in a matter of weeks. So the consolidation is going to take really long, obviously. Continuous futures is the same, right? It is this one, and I'm going to remind you that purple, right? This is the spike of COVID, right? Is it going to be test? Is it going to test that red top band? Actually, it is much more closer. I honestly like this is because this is a spike and it's extreme volatility and it is dictating the red channel's slope. If we do it like this, the slope of it would be, of course, not so much steeper. So that's why the red one, the red top band, is not accurate at all because this spike is dictating the slope of that channel. Natural gas is still coming down, and the red bottom band is going to be the next potential support. And that level is the previous low of 3,300. So we'll see. But of course, it's also, you can see the red internal resistance held and the red bear flag is still broken. That to me is still looking quite bearish. And the disappointment here is the copper. The golden top band initially broke, but the blue resistance basically didn't let pass. And then it came down and broke down that red potential support, where I can say it was a support, which means there is a possibility to come down to the golden support and break it to fill this gap. There is still a possibility as such. And of course, on the daily chart, you can see that purple resistance couldn't be broken. That is a multi-decade resistance. It tried it before Trump's election, right? And then tariffs came, and it is still there. You can see it couldn't break it. Similarly, on the copper September contract, the blue wedge was broken. The golden top band, you can see that was my kind of thinking that the golden resistance is going to be broken. Like it tried here, then now it is moving, but then it reversed and broke down everything. And of course, the green bottom band is also not holding. So the question now is whether it's going to come down to the blue and golden and even smash them to fill this gap at 470, just over 470. And palladium couldn't break that purple top band, didn't even make a move on that purple top band. So that is still consolidating. Euro is probably forming a small bull flag here. So I'm going to put this in there, the red bull flag, right? It just held and it is now consolidating. So I'm going to put it on the 4 hourly. Yeah, the previous bull flags breakouts were very, very profitable. First, the green one. Yeah, that green one, this is where I told you to buy it at 111.11. And then we got to 118. And the blue internal resistance, I'm going to remove that. It's not very reliable. But then the red, of course, the test on the blue plus red, that was spectacular. And then it broke out of the red. And that, then rallied another more than 200 pips. Now this red bull flag is forming a little bit steeper, but it is a potential bull flag. So, and pound sterling still is sitting on that blue support, obviously slightly damaged, but it is still above that blue broken resistance, which is why I think long term we're going to get to 142 at least. US dollar Japanese yen had rallied or spiked with NFP numbers. And then I told you, right, this is going to come down because of the golden broken support and backtest. And this year was a rubbish move. And I think we are going to see the break of this blue support, right? 1, 2, 3. If we see that break, then I think UJ is going to keep on coming down. Okay. DXY is getting closer to the golden bottom band at 95.70, and then we'll see what happens at that golden bottom band. And Aussie is trying, it broke that black resistance, but it's not really performing. I thought the backtest was going to hold and we at least rally to the green resistance and even smash that one. But at the moment, it is basically like since the breakout of the golden and purple, it hasn't really moved much. Unlike euro or pound, the moves on Aussie and Kiwi have been very muted. Now, the purple and golden resistance, they have to be broken by Kiwi, and US dollar CAD is still looking bearish because of the red broken supports backtest. And of course, this golden potential downtrend that is forming here. Let's have a look at coffee. We bought at 280. And as I said, there is no cigar yet because the green top band held. Look at that. And it is still holding. And that's why I think there is one more chance to basically come down to the blue support at 280 and then rally big. And on the September contract, right? This is September contract. Is there a possibility to basically test that golden bottom band? That is, it came very close to it. So if it touches the golden at 280, then you can see this green perfect downtrend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of a rail top band. And obviously this needs to be broken. And then only a move beyond the highs of yesterday, which is like 295, can tell us maybe the low is in at 280. Finally, we are seeing a major low. The wheat downtrend, red downtrend is still on, and we'll see whether the red downtrend, I mean, it's not very precise because of this spike, but I think the downtrend is still on and wheat is going to keep on coming down. Similarly, on the September, this is a really large, like not a downtrend, but yeah, it's still looking bearish to me. There is nothing I can see here that resembles a bear flag or something, or like an overhead resistance. But yeah, either way, I think wheat is still looking bearish to me. Soybeans is now, you can see the purple. The red downtrend is on, and the purple bear flag is broken and back tested right here. That's why it is still looking very bearish. And if you look at the August contract, the red, as I said, the red bear flag was broken back into, and it's now coming down. And I think there is more downside. It's just this one that is maybe like it may get filled at 1070 and then sell off once again. And this is corn. And the downtrend, the green downtrend is spectacular. The golden support, so I'm going to put it on the daily chart, right? This golden support held the golden resistance, right? You can see it was a breakout, then came down, held at the back test, then broken, then held at another back test on the bottom band, and then now it is rallying. So let's have a look. Do we have a short-term downtrend here? And I think we do. Look, the red top band, if it gets tested during this and this golden resistance, I can even give you a level for that. 432, 31.32, somewhere there is going to reverse and come down to 400 and maybe even all the way to 375. And on the September contract, it just tested the green top band, which I mentioned in yesterday's video, and the red. So, and of course it reversed, perfect reversal at the green top band. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, does it? So, and if it wants to break the green, obviously it would also break the red resistance. That's why maybe like 430 is not very realistic. I think it should come down already from these current levels. If you're shorting here, your stop would be 426, and the current price is 421, and the target would be 400. So it's a nice risk to reward ratio. Cocoa is trying to bounce off the blue plus red, golden double support, but so far no bounce. And I think if this support, this double support, which is quite strong, you can see, if it does break, then we have to remove those. And I think then it's going to come down sub 7,500, possibly to 7,000. What? The green bottom band. Well, that level is around 7,000, just over 7,000. But on the September contract, 7,000 is here, which is below the green and red. So I would say if it comes down to this red plus green double support on September contract, we may see a big rally. And I can even give you a date for it, which is going to be 10th of July, which is next week. So if it gets there and rallies on the 10th of July, the level is 73.60. So that is the key level for the September contract. Sugar bounced big, and it is now getting closer to the golden top band. And if it holds, we should see more downside towards 15. Okay, this is the continuous futures. And if you look at the October contract, the red bottom band was damaged, like broken, and the blue, they were both broken, but then this is a kind of a recovery at the moment. It has penetrated back into the red, and yeah, then we'll see. And yeah, the broken red support has been reclaimed. Maybe that was a fake. I don't know. Honestly, sugar hasn't been very, very fun to deal with. So at the moment, I'm not really doing much on sugar. Either way, if it gets to the blue top band, it will probably reverse one more time, and that may be a breakout. And cotton, green downtrend is still on, and you can see I told you this is a fake because of the contract rollover, and the current contract is going to come down to basically erase these. That is exactly what we're seeing right now. The green top band is not broken. So I think it is going to come down to the green internal support and then possibly run to break that green top band. That would be major. Now, let's have a look at Bitcoin, which had broken out, and it is backtesting that level. So this has to hold, and it has to start to run. Ethereum had broken the black resistance, and it is testing as support, and that's why I think there is a good chance that Ethereum will turn north from here. Solana out of the golden bull flag and backtested. That's why this is still looking very positive. Monero has to get to 260 once again for us to buy another one. And AVAX golden downtrend is still on, and it has no breakout whatsoever just yet. Ripple is out of the golden bull flag, so this needs to push to the green, and then we'll see where it turns to a resistance. Aave couldn't break the golden imperfect resistance. I would say to make it perfect, we need to do it like this, okay? So there is that. It's kind of a resistance rail, okay? So 2 touches there on the bottom, 2 touches here. This needs to be broken as soon as possible without breaking that blue support. And Zcash is okay, but it has to get to the green top band and break it. ACH is coming further down, and I think the blue downtrend is still on. Dogecoin out of the purple bull flag, but there is no push to the green top band yet. ADA, blue downtrend, right? And green support, blue downtrend. It needs to be broken to the upside. FTM, right? FTM, 1, 2, 3. It's this one that needs. Red plus blue. They need to be broken. FET, Fetch AI coin is out of the golden. Maybe backtest is going to hold, and we see a rally. Jasmy, purple downtrend broken, but there is no push just yet. Algo has to break the golden top band. Audio, still terrible. Really, really bad. This is one of the worst coins out there. The red downtrend is still on, and there is no hope for anything, really. So I'm going to maybe put something like this, but even that one, Maybe, just maybe. Yeah, there may be a little bit of hope. You can see the blue top band there and the blue bottom band there. So we will see whether it touches, it is touching that blue bottom band, you see. And yeah, this needs to start to run as soon as possible. You can see here, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So at least it needs to get to the green and break, and then the red top band, of course. Arrow is it breaking the blue support? That is bad. Of course, short term, it's bad because of that break in support. Chainlink, still nothing to see here. There is no breakout. Mana inside the blue downtrend. Binance is out of the black bull flag, but no push yet. Chile is out of the black, but no push either. CKB, there is a good bounce of it, of that black support, but yeah, we need to see more of a push to say, okay, we bottomed out. And Coty, not really. There is nothing just yet. And Dash is off that red support. It's out of the purple downtrend. And well, the black one was already broken. So this purple one, this needs to start to run now. Polkadot has to break the purple. Gala got to the black resistance, but you can see it hasn't really broken yet. EOS has to break the red, and GRT is looking okay, but there is no push just yet. So obviously the target is still that black top band. Hedera, no breakout. IOTA got to the green top band, but you can see it is now pulling back from that green top band. CAS still not good, and of course there is a little flag here. Is it going to break up or down? We don't know that yet, but it doesn't look good at all. Litecoin, again, the purple top band needs to be broken as soon as possible. MDT, terrible. NIA, really horrible. But it's that purple downtrend that needs breaking. And PAL, black resistance, purple bear flag broken. That's why PAL has still more downside all the way to 54. So it's basically halving from the current levels. Pepe, purple downtrend, or unless it breaks out. And RSR looking good. I think the rest, one of the best looking ones, unless the black support breaks. So, which I explained in yesterday's video. Sandbox, red downtrend is broken, and we're getting back to us now. After that, I expect more upside. Shiba out of the golden downtrend, but there is no push just yet. So maybe if we look at Shiba's resistance right there, I'm going to show it to you. I can see it. Right, that's kind of a single standalone resistance right there. So I'm going to put it in black. Right, or let's put it in red, short term. Okay. So that red one needs to be broken to the upside. That is the only way to start a rally. Okay. SKL still going down inside the red downtrend. And we have SUI broken and backtested to the purple. That's looking positive, but it needs to get to the green and break it. Tau, similarly, not so much. Nothing unless it breaks the golden resistance. Theta, golden downtrend. It was like it tried to break it, but so far no success. TIA backtested the broken red support, and that's why TIA is probably going to get to zero. This is looking like worse. Carpathia is the worst, one of the worst. And TrueCoin is now, again, it's trying to break this blue support zone, which is the end game for TrueCoin. It had, this is already downtrend that was broken, and it just made new lows. That's why I think this is looking terrible. Still horrible coin. TRX, one of the good ones. And Uni has to get to the golden and break it without breaking this green support and of course the golden bottom band. So this needs to run and get to the green and break it, but we're not seeing no such thing. And Ondo is out of the black. It has to get to the golden and break it. And Stella still inside the green downtrend. Bye.